The Users tab is where you can add, edit, and remove users. There are a lot of options on the toolbar, so I'll cover the essentials. To add a new user, click the Add button to open the dialog and populate the required information. There are a few important things to note here. If you enter a cell or mobile number for the user, it will only be used in two situations. First, if you have two-factor authentication enabled and the user has chosen the default method. The existence of a cell number will ensure the 6-digit code is sent via SMS instead of email. Additionally, there is a checkbox below it to allow their cell number to be used for device up and down alerts. Unless it's checked, they will not receive up-down notices via SMS. They will only receive them via email and, of course, only if you've added the user to an alert list. The secondary email is optional and is only used for backup contact purposes if there is a problem with the primary email. No automated messages will be sent there. The time zone defaults to UTC and will alter the times displayed on various logging pages, so it's optional but handy. The role is very important. When you create a new user, it will select the default role, which generally comes without any permissions. Always remember to select the right role when creating your users. Otherwise, they will only encounter a blank wall when they log in for the first time. They will then have to contact you again to have it corrected. The support password is strictly a verification word or phrase used when the user calls in for technical support. The agent may ask them for the support pass if they are requesting sensitive information or changes to the account. The API checkbox makes this user account function for API purposes and eliminates some of the field requirements when checked. API users also cannot log into the panel. They have to use the API. Because this also bypasses two-factor authentication, it's critically important to specify a complex password and ensure the role is appropriate as well. You may also wish to lock down the role to specific IP addresses, which we will discuss in the Roles and Security section. Lastly, there is a checkbox so this user can receive billing-related emails. To edit an existing user, simply select the row in the table and choose Edit from the toolbar. You could also double-click the row to open the window as well. The same information we just reviewed is displayed and can be updated. Likewise, you can delete a user by selecting them in the table and choosing Delete. But if the user will need access again in the future, you may wish to choose the Deactivate option. This keeps their account in the view, but prevents them from logging in. To activate it at a later date, choose the Activate button. The Unlock button is only needed if the user has locked their account out, perhaps by trying to log in too many times with an incorrect password. If they have done that, the locked column will show True, and it will automatically unlock in 5 minutes. Or to expedite the unlocking, you can select the user and choose Unlock. Once a user account has been created, you cannot manually specify a new password for them. If they require a new password, you will need to select the user in the table and click the New Password button. This will automatically generate one and email it to them. Jumping back, the search should be self-explanatory. If you have a long list of users, you can use it to find the one you're looking for. The Reload button simply refreshes the table without having to refresh the entire page, and the View button is rather useless. I never use it and use the Edit instead. And lastly, on the far right, the Columns tab allows you to see more in this table. For example, if you wanted to see when the user last logged in, you could add that column. Don't forget to Control-click to ensure you add that column. Otherwise, that will be the only column that displays. One last note on this section. Well, all sections in general. These tables will display 10 records by default. This often causes confusion, especially if you had 11 users, for example. That one user would be on the next page, so don't forget to look there if you think someone's user account went missing. That's all for this section. Hopefully the rest is self-explanatory, but consult the online manual for further detail.